It's the nature of things. Diversity only makes the world a rich and vibrant place to live in. So, while we talked about dangerous animals before, this time around, we're going to take a walk on the weird side as we introduce you to some of the most unique life forms on this planet. Commonly known as glass frogs, members of the amphibian family Centralinity all share a similar small size and lime green background colors. What makes them strange animals is the fact that certain species have translucent abdominal skin that allows you to see their insides. This includes their heart, liver, gastrointestinal tract, and eggs. It's also a helpful feature for escaping predators, since the frogs are primarily active at night. The Lowland streaked Tenrec is a small tenrec found in Madagascar. The species is found in the tropical lowland rainforest in the northern and eastern parts of Madagascar. They can be found on land, splashing in shallow waters or digging underground. This species has a black spiny pelage with yellow or chestnut-brown stripes that run the length of the body. There is a median yellow stripe that runs down the rostrum, along with one dorsal and two lateral stripes that mark the length of the body and may serve as a warning to predators. The lowland streaked tenrec is active both during the day and at night. Its diet is made up primarily of earthworms, but they will sometimes prey on other invertebrates as well. They may be seen stamping their feet on the ground with their forepaws, an adaptation that is believed to increase earthworm activity for easier foraging. Most tenrecs possess a long snout for poking around in the ground to find their food, and they are also capable of eating fruit. Sea pigs are found in all the world's oceans. In some areas, they comprise more than 95% of the total weight of animals on the deep sea floor. Despite their abundance, most people will never see a sea pig as they live in the coldest and deepest parts of the ocean. It's a shame because these little piggies are both cute and play an essential role in the ocean ecosystem. You might be surprised by the sea pig size when you first realize how small they really are. Although they may look big in photos, they're actually only about 4 to 6 inches in length. An adult human could hold a sea pig in the palm of one hand. So they're not very much like pigs when it comes to their length either. There aren't many sea pig predators out in the ocean. Although some fish and animals will eat them, they aren't really the favorite food of anything. They are usually left to do their job cleaning up the ocean floor, while other animals focus on other tasks around them. This is one of the reasons why the sea pig isn't at risk of becoming endangered anytime soon. Moths are among the most diverse creatures on Earth, with more than 150,000 species. And they boast a complexity in coloring that rivals the best of the butterflies. This poodle moth has enormous bulging black eyes, long brown spiky antennas that stick out straight to each side, and a poofy furry white body. Put it all together and it becomes a terrifying look for a moth. And certainly something you wouldn't want to stumble upon flapping around your porch light. Although no one has yet stroked a poodle moth, its hair may not be as soft and cuddly as it looks. While animals grow hair for warmth, hairy insects use theirs for smelling and defense purposes. Glaucus Atlanticus, or the blue dragon, is one of the most fascinating looking creatures in the ocean and also one of the most deadly creature. This tiny creature has gotten a fair bit of attention lately because of one simple reason. It's absolutely crazy looking. At first glance, it resembles a Pokémon or character from Final Fantasy more closely than a real biological animal. This creature can be just as dangerous on the beach. After they've fed on poisonous jellyfish, they have the ability to concentrate that poison within their bodies and unleash a sting more powerful than that of the jellyfish that they ate. Macropinna Microstoma is the only species of fish in the genus Macropinna, belonging to the Opisthopproctidae, the Barreli family. It is recognized for a highly unusual transparent fluid-filled dome on its head, through which the lenses of its eyes can be seen. Their eyes have a barrel shape and can be rotated to point either forward or straight up, looking through the fish's transparent dome. It has a tiny mouth, and most of its body is covered with large scales. They normally hangs nearly motionless in the water, at a depth of about 600 meters to 800 meters, using its large fins for stability, and with its eyes directed upward. In the low light conditions, it is assumed the fish detects prey by its silhouette. Panda ants are actually not ants at all, but instead are wasps of the family Mutilidae, commonly called the velvet ants. Like many wasp species, and unlike true ants, panda ants do not live in colonies and also do not have queens and drones and workers. Panda ants get their name from the dramatic black and white coloration of the females. However, don't get too comfortable around a panda ant because they get their other common name of cow killer ants from the incredibly painful sting they can deliver from their unusually long and maneuverable stinger, but only females can sting, since the stinger in these wasps is a modification of the ovipositor. Females have the stingers mentioned above, but they have no wings. The males are larger and while they lack stingers, they have wings. Yeti crab is a hairy decapod crab that was discovered in March 2005. It was spotted on hydrothermal vents at a depth of 7,200 feet on the Pacific-Antarctic ridge of the South Pacific. The family of Yeti crabs is thought to have first appeared around 30 million years ago. In terms of size, the Yeti crabs measure a little more than 15 centimeters, and their most outstanding feature relies on their long tweezers full of hairs. Moreover, such hairs are actually setae where clusters of filamentous bacteria live, which protect the Yeti crabs from many viruses that can be found around them. The setae are also distributed throughout the chelipeds and the legs of these crabs.